he starts the chapter, I finish the chapter. And it has been a great experience. But to realize that we both came into this marriage with our own baggage. He lost the love of his life and a high school sweetheart, and I went through 13 years of spiritual abuse. So we both had different things that we were bringing into the marriage, and how could we grow and learn about each other and learn what's going to be the best way to complement each other rather than compete with each other.
And both of us had a desire to serve until we take our last breath, both each other and God.
Awesome.
And God first, obviously, but even though we're seasoned citizens, we're both in very good health and have no intention of retiring anytime soon. I did step back from senior pastorate, but still in full-time pastorate and working with Redemption Press, doing some writing projects with Athena. And who knows, maybe there's another book we'll write together. Don't know.
So what were some of the topics, Athena, that you really wanted to cover in this book?
Well, I think one of the things we decided to do early on that I thought was important was praying together every morning and every night. And it's hard to do that and stay offended or upset. I mean, it would force us to go, okay, I'm really mad at you right now. This is why I'm mad at you. And so then we talk it out and then we can pray. So that was something that had never occurred to me before. And we both just decided, okay, we're going to commit to this from the get-go. And so really learning how to serve each other with our strengths and learn everything we can out of every struggle and every, trial that we go through together. Because we've been through some tough stuff. But it's been a learning experience.
One of the things, having gotten married very young, young couples have a tendency to dig ruts, and you get out of it, but inevitably it's finances, it's the kids, it's career, and you keep falling back into them. And so 30 years later, you're still at times fighting over things that you don't remember why. It's just a rut. Well, when you start, I was 67 when we started. Well, we weren't going to have kids together, that's for sure. And we had enough money, and I had a home, and we just didn't have a lot of things that young couples have to fight about. The biggest difficulty was that my late wife was a stay-at-home mom, and Athena works every hour of every day. And sometimes even when we're watching television, one of the few times I have to look over and watch her checking her email.
So how does the career aspect, obviously you're not only a situation, each of you have your respective careers, but your careers also, you're both involved in Redemption Press. So in essence, the two of you are kind of quote unquote working together. So how do you balance I don't want to use the phrase work-life balance. I guess that's kind of a thing you hear about these days. But how does your work together and your time together doing other things kind of complement?
Well, the one thing I had to force myself to do was to take Sunday, even though Sunday was kind of when he would be preaching on Sundays, that was a work day for me as well. So making a point to take Mondays off and have a day that we spend together. Now, when things are really super busy, I end up fudging on that on the Mondays. But that has been one thing that because I love what I do and I don't consider it work, it's not a drudgery kind of thing for me. It's easy for me to work every day. But I had to make the commitment to have that Sabbath on Mondays with him.
I have an old sailboat that I keep in Tacoma. So on Sundays, when the weather's nice, Sundays and Mondays, we go down and hang out on the sailboat, which limits a little bit her involvement.
A sailboat got Wi-Fi?
Unfortunately, it does. Yeah,
doesn't totally keep me off my computer, but
and the marinas all do too. But nonetheless, we still get away from time to time. And month of August, we try and take time off.